I'm not being paid by Taco Bell to say any of this, but if they want to pay me in burritos, I'd be 100% cool with that. Because I'm about to drive a lot of traffic their way. Their burritos are so good. If you don't think their burritos are good, you're a liar. You're a liar. And I challenge you, I don't know to what, but I challenge you to something. Tell me why, did I just spit out of my mouth? Tell me why their burritos aren't good. Or what's your favorite thing at Taco Bell? Tell me your favorite thing at Taco Bell and we'll discuss. Man, let's make this whole episode about Taco Bell. Let's just talk about Taco Bell. Have you ever been to Taco Bell? Tell me if you've never been to Taco Bell. If you're from another country, do you have Taco Bell there? Do you wish you could have Taco Bell? If you eat it a lot, what do you get at Taco Bell? I want to know. I feel like we can really connect this way and we'll really just bond. Maybe Taco Bell's the secret to world peace even. I don't know.
Definitely world peace. That's easy. World peace. World peace.
Guys, it might turn out that this entire episode's about Taco Bell. It brings people together. And as I sit here, I'm just feeling inspired. You want to know how I know? This guy leaving right there, he drives a Lexus. He lives in my complex. I've seen him before. I've seen Range Rovers and Porsches and then total beaters, junked up minivans riding through this drive-thru of Taco Bell. That's how I know it brings people together. You've got all walks of life, from low class, middle class, and high class. We're talking about income levels, not actually the class of person. I've just sat here and just been full of introspection and thoughts and deep meditation. I lived in Brazil for a season, and Brazil does not have the same foods that America does. I love the food there, but me and a buddy of mine, Kurt, I know you're watching. Cheers, man. We would reminisce about Taco Bell. We'd talk about it. And the very first meal that I had when I got back to the States was a grilled stuffed burrito and a Mountain Dew. Taco Bell's got good Mountain Dew. Speaking of Mountain Dew, man, let's talk about Mountain Dew. I was addicted to the stuff for a few years, like bad. Like I drank a lot. I would buy those big 24-pack cases of Mountain Dew, and I started thinking, what if I stopped throwing these cans away? What if I just started stacking these cans instead of throwing them away? And so I did. And I stacked them for a good solid 2 years almost. And this is the result. I'm going to show you a few pictures right now. Man, let's do a slideshow of these pictures and maybe set it to some beautiful music. This is how bad it got. I drank so many of them. I had these cans stacked literally from floor to ceiling, and it got ridiculous. And then one day, I decided I would quit. And you want to know why? Because somebody said that I was addicted. I said, I'm not addicted to anything. I'll show you. I can quit. Watch me. And so I did. I didn't drink it for a very long time, and now only occasionally will I have it. So I remember I put them all into black garbage bags, and I went and chucked them in an elementary school recycling bin. I should have put them in for like an aluminum scrapper or whatever, but they ended up in the right place eventually. They found a nice home. Last thought on Taco Bell, I swear. I took my last bite. I watched a documentary one time about this dude who got in a minor fender bender, and his head went forward. Bam! Clocked it on the steering wheel. Not bad. Just bruised. Nothing crazy. But shook his brain. And he damaged his frontal lobe. And it knocked out his ability to feel love or emotion for other humans. He had a family, and he totally disconnected. All he wanted to do was go travel the world, and he felt no love or empathy for anyone anymore. His wife was crying that he had kids, the whole bit, but he ended up abandoning his family because he didn't feel anything anymore. He had no feelings or emotions for humans. I was thinking, if that happened to me, and I lost my ability to love other humans, and in another world where I hadn't met Carrie Jane, and I could only love inanimate places or objects, my one true love would probably be Taco Bell. I'm just saying it. Now, that being said, I'm very grateful that that has not happened to me, because Carrie Jane is a wonderful woman, and so I'm glad that she's in my life, because she provides more joy to me than bean burritos and double deckers and grilled stuffed burritos do. But in a world where love for humans did not exist, or I was the only person in a land of fast food as far as the eye could see, you'd be at Taco Bell. You'd be my one. Tip of the day right here. If you're worried that your man's been having other ladies up in his ride, here's how you can know every single time. Every single time. Get into the car, and if the vents on the passenger side are shut, there's been a woman in the car. Because they always get cold, and then they slam the vents shut, and then you wonder why it's so dang hot in your car, and you realize that all the frickin' vents are jammed closed. So I have an excuse because it's my wife, but if you guys aren't married, and you see these vents closed and you haven't been closing those vents, you guys might need to have a talk.